Hello everyone, Welchy here, and welcome back to Welchy's Wednesday Weekly. I think this is like episode 11 now. This is the show where I talk about what I've been up to in the last week. I reveal the top comment of the week, talk about upcoming videos and games and events, which is a big topic this week, and I ask you guys to participate in a poll vote. But this week is actually a special edition. This week we're going to be talking about E3 and what I think we can expect next week when E3 starts. Okay, so E3 special. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into predictions, so what I think will happen, and hopes, what I want to happen. So the things that I'm not so sure will happen, but I hope they do. So first of all, with predictions. So some of them are quite obvious, and especially this first one. I think we're going to hear and see a lot about PlayStation virtual reality or PlayStation VR. Obviously, it's a big thing. Yes, it's a very big thing. It's going to be expensive, and it could potentially be incredible. But I don't think it will be personally, but who knows. But I expect that they're going to be showing it off a lot. Expect to see a lot of new games. I know there's an Until Dawn game on PlayStation VR. Hopefully we see some of that. But yeah, I expect them to do a lot of that. And that's the only reason I'm not really looking forward to Sony's event this year, because I just want to see games. But obviously they will show games, but then with PlayStation VR, and I'm more interested in PlayStation 4. But I'm sure they will. They'll obviously do PS4 games still, of course. But I can imagine there's going to be a lot of focus on PlayStation VR, and that is going to put me off their event. But I guess that's what they need to push. That's what they're hoping to sell, and I think it'd be another Connect. Personally, I think it'd be another Xbox Connect where it sells well because it's a cool little gadget, but in about a year's time, no one will be using it. I might be wrong, but I don't think virtual reality is going to take off. But also I predict, well, I know, and I think we all know, we're going to see a lot of the standard sports games. We're going to see FIFA, NBA, NHL, Madden. We're going to see all of those. That's obvious. They're going to show us a few new things that look exactly the same as last year. The good thing with FIFA this year is that we know that they're actually making a big change in terms of the graphical engine. So we know they are making a massive, massive change in terms of graphics. So that will, I'm actually pretty excited to see some more of that. If they can show some actual in-game footage, that would be pretty cool. Normally they just show a trailer though, so. But other than that, they normally get some sort of celebrity to come on stage and play the game. Like NBA had Kobe come out once, didn't they? Was it Kobe? I can't remember. I know FIFA had Pele come out once. Oh, NBA, did they have Drake or was that FIFA? I can't remember. But yeah. We'll see the standard stuff for that. It will also be interesting to see if EA will talk about NBA Live, because they delayed that till January, which is interesting, so it'd be cool to see that. But yeah, obviously expect, especially on the EA side of it, when they do their conference, definitely expect a lot of sports games. FIFA might come out for the Xbox One because they have a few exclusives for FIFA and whatnot, but I imagine EA will be very highly focused on that side of it, and then obviously Titanfall 2. But that brings me on to the next point. We're going to see a lot of gameplay from previously confirmed games. So this is pretty much guaranteed to happen. That's why I didn't put on my hopes, because I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. So games like Recore, is it Recore or Encore? I think it's called Recore, the Xbox exclusive. Gears of War 4, I can guarantee you we will see Gears of War 4. No Man's Sky, that isn't as guaranteed, but I would like to see that. But because of because of the delay, which is now from June to August. August now. So it's 2 months ago. Wait now. Because of that delay, I believe they're going to have to show something and basically big it up somehow. Maybe that's why they delayed it, so they could just show this one big thing in E3, which then make everyone go, "Damn, I am buying this game." But yeah, I expect to see something from No Man's Sky. Titanfall 2 is pretty much guaranteed to see. I imagine we'll see that on the EA side of it, because it's no longer an Xbox exclusive. If they showed it on the PS4 console first, that would be a massive hit to Xbox and a massive dig at Xbox, just saying, look, you fucked us up, we're going with PlayStation. I know it's coming out on Xbox, but if they give like PlayStation like DLC first or something, man, that'd be a killer blow to Xbox. But I imagine we'll see that in the EA conference. And I'm looking forward to seeing that. I really enjoyed Titanfall. The only problem with it was that I joined late, so I got it like 2 or 3 years after it came out, because I didn't have an Xbox One. So Actually, it's probably about 2 years max. So not many people were playing it, and I was playing on my own, no friends and stuff. But I feel like it was a great game, and I think Titanfall 2 will be as well. And other games like Battlefield 1, we're definitely going to see Battlefield 1, probably again, maybe from the EA side, maybe from the Xbox side, because I do know that Xbox have got some sort of exclusive with it, which is going to be very interesting this year, because a lot of hate is coming towards Call of Duty and Infinite Warfare, and a lot of love for Battlefield 1. So Xbox will be feeling pretty confident with Battlefield 1. But yeah, expect to see a lot about that. Also, Watch Dogs 2 got pretty, well, it's been announced. Actually, it's today. Today they're making some sort of reveal for it. It was announced like a couple of days ago with like a countdown to the day. So that'd be cool. I think it's 5 PM, but I don't know if that's UK time. Okay, sorry about that. Someone just knocked on the door. Can't remember what I was talking about. Watch Dogs 2, wasn't it? So yeah, basically Watch Dogs 2 was kind of announced, and it's going to be revealed today. I imagine it'll be a trailer today, and I'm hoping gameplay at E3. In terms of Watch Dogs, I liked Watch Dogs 1. It was a great game. Like, it was really fun, and the ideas were incredible. The multiplayer was so bad. Like, I think it was more of a connection issue. I guess it just didn't really work multiplayer. I hope that they can do something around that, or maybe just get rid of it and do single player. Really, if they can really focus on a single player, they could do something really special. Because it was fun. It was a bit short. It was fun though. The graphics weren't as good as we all hoped. I know it wasn't as good as everyone hoped. That's the main problem with it. When a game gets that hyped, it's always gonna. Well, I say that Uncharted 4 had massive hype, and that blew everyone out of the park. So, but I hope they could do something cool with it, because I enjoyed Watch Dogs 1, and I've got fun memories of playing it. It was really fun to play. And the multiplayer wasn't awful. I had some funny moments with my mates on there, but it wasn't brilliant. But yeah, expect Watch Dogs 2. Even if it doesn't come out on E3, there will be something today or around, I think it's today. So expect Watch Dogs. Sticking with Ubisoft, I think we'll definitely see a new Far Cry, or Assassin's Creed, or both. Personally, I'd like to not see them, because they're almost becoming. Oh, I think they are now. I think they are a yearly franchise now. Far Cry Prime will come out this year. It was like just over a year after Far Cry 4. But Assassin's Creed's are pretty much every year. Although this is like the first time that we haven't heard about a new one. Obviously, Far Cry's a bit soon. But since the Assassin's Creed Chronicles, we haven't heard of a new one. So that's why I'm expecting another one. Unless their sales just aren't doing too good. I don't check sales and stuff. But I would expect to have one of those back. And if not, it'd be a big surprise. And maybe a big push from Ubisoft. Because what I've put here is that they won't make a new, interesting, cool game. So like Watch Dogs was, when Watch Dogs first got announced, we was like, oh my god, Ubisoft are doing something new and incredible. I don't think we'll see that. We might from Ubisoft. That would surprise me though, because they tend to stick to their guns a lot in terms of Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, and now Watch Dogs. But we'll see what happens. And finally, I think we'll see a lot more remasters. Of course, they seem to be the in thing at the moment. We've had Halo, we've had Gears of War, we've had Uncharted, we've had God of War, we've had Metro. I don't know, that's a weird remaster of the Metro one. We had loads, and I think we can expect more. Obviously, we've got the Call of Duty 4 remaster coming. GTA 5 was a remaster. I keep considering that's the normal, but it wasn't. That was a remaster. So there's a lot of remasters, and I think we'll probably see some more. I don't know which ones. I couldn't tell you which ones. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Halo's been. I'm trying to think of like a very popular game series. Oh, Last of Us was a remaster. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I think we'll see some more remasters of some sort. I don't think they're done with those yet. Okay, now moving on to the hopes. What I hope we'll see. I put these in the hopes because I'm not 100% sure they'll happen. I think it's about time they do happen though. That's why I'm hoping it. So the games I'm about to mention are very popular in my opinion. Actually, no, not just in my opinion. They are very popular games. And I think they all, well, I know some of them are definitely getting a sequel, but I think it's about time they do get them. So first of all, it's Last of Us 2. Last of Us will go down as one of the best games of all time. And when it's all said and done, Naughty Dog will go down as probably the best game developers of all time. You cannot make as many good games as them and not be classed the best game developers of all time, as well as Rockstar. Okay, they've made a lot of great games, but Rockstar's, no, to be fair, Rockstar deserve it, and maybe Rocksteady with the Batman series, and for me, Epic Games with the Gears of War series, but no one else, not many people agree with that. But Naughty Dog have made The Last of Us and 4 Uncharted games, so I think it's about time for Last of Us 2. Uncharted 4's out, it's done brilliantly. Actually, it's done incredibly well in terms of sales. But I think Last of Us 2 will be coming, but I don't think it'll be yet. I'd be shocked if they had gameplay ready, or even I'd be shocked if they had a big trailer ready, because they were focusing so hard on Uncharted 4, but they've had like a couple of months since that game's come out. Obviously, they might have been doing a little background work on it, but I imagine it would be just some sort of teaser trailer, and that would get me so hyped. Like, that would send me through the roof. If I see a Last of Us 2 teaser, it doesn't have to be it could be a 30-second teaser of like a really dark screen and just someone talking. It doesn't even have to be Joel or Ellie. I hope it is one of those two. But I just think that I'm praying they make Last of Us 2, because Naughty Dog are the geniuses when it comes to storytelling. And The Last of Us 2 had a cliffhanger, Last of Us 1, and the multiplayer is brilliant. They don't have to change the multiplayer, just do the exact same thing. But I think, and with the graphics of Uncharted 4, Last of Us graphics are great, but Uncharted 4's graphics were insane. Put those graphics into Last of Us, the possibilities are endless, man. They're going to make it at some point, and I hope they announce it next week. Next game is Halo 6. It's coming. We know it's coming because they said another trilogy, which does actually mean Halo 6 is potentially the last one. I don't believe that'll happen. I believe Halo will have turned into some sort of Call of Duty where it just never stops, but it also isn't the same as Call of Duty in the terms that it's not every year, it will be like every 2 or 3, which is better in my opinion. Gives people more time to play Halo 5, you can give more DLC, you can make more changes, and you've got more time developing the next game. I think it's about time we hear something about Halo 6, even if it's not coming out for a year or 2. It's about time we hear something. And Halo 5's been out quite a while, and it's done pretty well. Like, they'll never repeat Halo 3's success, so... but it's a fun game, and I think it's time we hear something about that. My next game is something that I want, and I'm not sure it's going to happen. Is Until Dawn 2. Now that, I keep saying it, but it's going to be one of my favourite games ever. It's so good. It's something so different to anything else I've ever played. That's why I liked it so much. And just like Uncharted, it's got great storytelling. But I think, well, I know they'll hopefully make an Until Dawn 2. Whether it's the same characters or completely new, it wouldn't bother me, because I highly doubt it'd be the same characters. But what I liked about it was they were celebrities, even if they weren't massive celebrities. Well, what's her name? Her name in the game, Sam. Hayden Panettiere is a pretty big celebrity. Like, she's not a small celebrity. And then the other dude who's on Mr. Robot, he's obviously not a massive celebrity again, but he's famous. And faces that you recognise. I like that. And then obviously the storytelling was brilliant. And it's just a brilliant game. Obviously, the reason I'm not sure it happened this year is because they are making an Until Dawn game for PlayStation VR. So I can kind of see them not making Until Dawn 2 for a while. But I hope they do. And last time Until Dawn was kind of, the whole like build up to it was kind of like, there wasn't much of it. Like there wasn't much like, oh my god, Until Dawn. But again, that's because it was a new game. Whereas this time, if they announce Until Dawn, I think a lot of people will be very excited. It's obviously one of the biggest games on Twitch, or was at the time of it coming out. It was huge on Twitch, and everyone loved it. It's fun to play on Twitch, and it's a fun game. So I think a lot of people would be excited if they was to announce that. And if PlayStation are clever, they will definitely make an Until Dawn 2. What else have we got? We've got Destiny 2. This isn't much of a hope, because I wouldn't care if they announced it or not, because when Destiny first came out, I loved it. The thing I hated about Destiny was that you had to buy the DLC to carry on playing. You didn't have to, but it was almost pointless playing without the DLC. Like, almost pointless. So, that's the only thing I didn't like of it. And to be honest, I would have bought the DLC if it came out a month or two sooner, if the first DLC came out a month or two sooner, I would have got it. And I would have carried on playing, and I probably would have been playing it now, because it was that good. But I just got a little bit bored just before the first DLC came out, and I just didn't get it, and there you go. Then the game was ruined for me. It's just something it's a fun game, it's a brilliant game. The story was shit. And I think with Destiny 2, if I was them, I wouldn't even make a story, because we're all going to just think it's going to be shit. They could either do it and actually make it good. But for the type of game, it's an RPG, like, although you could say that Skyrim story is pretty good. Basically, if I was them, I'd get rid of the story altogether. Or basically come out and say, look, we don't intend to make a great story, we intend to make a great online experience. And then there you go, we're going to like the game. But it's not something I hope, really, because I don't really care. I will play it and I'll probably love it again straight away. But it's more of a thing I think a lot of people are hoping for, a lot of Destiny fans be hoping for. And something I think will happen. It was going to go down as a prediction, but I wasn't 100% sure it would happen. So I'm kind of hoping it does, for the sake of, I'd play it. But it's not as, I'd much rather Last of Us 2, Halo 6, Until Dawn to come out. They were my like big hopes in terms of like sequels, I guess. Because you can't hope for, well, actually I can. I hope for something new and cool. So, for example, that Horizon Zero Dawn, when that was announced, that looked pretty cool, and a few trailers looking pretty damn cool. No Man's Sky, everyone was like, "Oh my god, we want something like that again. We want something to just go, boom, this is new. Look how good it is." I want something like that. That is when it goes nuts. Like when one thing I really enjoyed back in the day, it must have been 2012 or 2011 E3, when they first announced the Kinect, I lost my shit because it looked insane. Okay, it didn't turn out as good as we all hoped, but the whole world just went, "Oh my god, look at this!" And it was, the trailers and everything they did for it were insane. But I'd rather that, but for a game. So like No Man's Sky did that to me. When I saw No Man's Sky, I was like, "Wow, that looks cool." And I think it was last year or the year before. I think it was last year when Xbox revealed the that vision thing. I can't remember what it's called, but basically, you look at your table and the game comes out your table. When they did Minecraft, that looked sick. Like something like that. Something that just makes you go, "Wow, that's what we want to see." But whether it should happen, there'll be some sort of new game. But whether it will be amazing and cool, I don't know. One other thing I forgot about predictions is that we're definitely going to see The Last Guardian. If we don't, everyone will be fuming again. We have to see it because they showed it to us like, what, 7 years ago? Didn't show it for ages. Then showed it last year, so they have to show it again. But yeah, because we haven't heard anything about it since. Again, they're just so quiet about it. But anyway, the last thing I want to hope for, and it's kind of rumoured. So basically, I was going to put it in predictions because I did speak about remasters, but this is something I'm hoping for as well. Skyrim remaster. So what a game Skyrim was. Yes, we all know it was incredible, fantastic, wow. There have been rumours that they are making a Skyrim remaster. That would be pretty sick, and that would sell a lot. A lot of people still play Skyrim on Xbox 360, and a lot of people, and PS3, whatever, a lot of people would want to play it on their new consoles with better graphics, and it would just be so cool. So that is something that everyone wants to see, and I hope to see, and I think we might see it. Okay, so that's my E3 special done. Next week, there might not be this next week, because next week I start my new job. But the next episode of this, what I will be talking about, I'll be reviewing what happened on E3. So that'd be exciting to watch and see. I can go back and say, look, I predicted this, predicted this, predicted this. Or I just go, none of my things happened. But we'll see. So yeah, in either next week or 2 weeks' time, because I do start my new job, like I said. So I apologise if there's no episode next week, but I'll be very busy. But there will be some sort of E3 special review at some point. So what have I been doing this week? So recording, none. I've done enough recording now. I've got enough videos saved up for a while. I told you I do this. I go through my recording stage, then I go through my rendering stage. Recording, rendering, recording, rendering. I'm on my rendering stage where I've recorded so much, I now just edit the videos. Streaming wise, I've been streaming a lot. FIFA, NBA, and COD mainly. I think that's actually all I've been streaming. Yeah, from the top of my head. But big news on the streaming side. I announced it last week, and today is my 12-hour live stream. So if you're watching this today, then you still have time to come and pop in and watch my live stream. It'll be down in the description below. Please come and check me out. I'll be playing, I can't remember what my schedule is. I think for the first 3 hours I'm playing Uncharted 4. The second 3 hours I'm playing COD, Black Ops 3. Then the next 3 hours is NBA / Gears of War, because I'm not sure I want to play NBA 3 hours, don't know yet. And then the last 3 hours will be FIFA 16, which will be the most exciting 3 hours, because while I'm playing FIFA 16 on this 12-hour live stream, I will be doing a massive pack opening, a massive live pack opening, and I will also be selling my team completely, as well as having all the coins or players that I've gained in the packs, and then buying a completely new team with the help of you guys. So there'll be other cool things as well in the stream, so you'll be able to bet on my matches and stuff, using ginger hairs, which ginger hairs are my tokens. I think I explained this last week. I hope I did. If not, go and check my Twitch. You'll see it all on there. You can bet on my matches, and I'm also going to have a few poll votes. So you're going to be able to pick my dinner because I'm going to have a takeaway during the 12-hour live stream, and you guys will get to decide what I have, basically. And you'll be able to pick loads of other things. It'll be really cool. Please come and have a look. Join in, have some fun, and yeah. What have I been playing apart from streaming? I have been playing a lot of Uncharted 4 because I just love it. Absolutely love it. A little bit of Call of Duty, FIFA. Again, I've been playing a lot against my mates this week. And I bought some new games yesterday, so I traded in about £70 worth of games, and I'm selling some more to my mate. And I bought some new ones. So I bought Sunset Overdrive, which I played, and that's a very strange game. Far Cry Primal, I literally played the opening scene of that, nothing else. Dishonored, the definitive edition. So Dishonored 2 comes out later this year, and I heard so many good things about Dishonored 1, so I thought, you know what, I'll play it, and then if I like it, I'll get Dishonored 2. Played a little bit of that, so far so good. I also bought Metal Gear Solid 5, have not played that yet, but I've got it. And also Rise, Son of Rome, which is one of the games that originally came out of Xbox One, which I wanted to play, and I currently have too many games on my Xbox One, so when I finish either Tomb Raider or Sunset Overdrive, I'm going to put Rise on. So yeah, that's what I've been playing this week. Okay, comment of the week goes to Bin Shots FC once again. So 2 weeks in a row, Bin Shots has won comment of the week. This week his comment was, "I'm not sure, but I think you know everything about this game," with loads of laughing faces afterwards. And that made me laugh because that comment was on my video saying I have no idea what I'm doing on Tropico 5, where I literally had no idea what I'm doing. Because it was my first time playing Tropico 5. If you haven't seen the video, please check it out. I thought it was quite good. And his comment made me laugh, so he's won it. And from this week onwards, so Bin Shots, you have won the first ever prize in comment of the week. If you win comment of the week from this week onwards, you will get a prize, which is 100, should I do 100? Yeah, 100 ginger hairs automatically given to you when you next join my stream. So Bin Shots, when you're next in my stream, if you've seen this video, remind me to give you 100 ginger hairs as your prize for winning comment of the week. That may increase if I feel like 100 is too little, but for now it's going to be 100 ginger hairs. So congratulations, mate. And when you're next in my stream, I'll make sure you get the hairs. Okay, so upcoming videos. So as I mentioned last week, and I mentioned in this video, I have a job starting next week, and my videos are going to be starting to slow down in terms of I won't be uploading daily, unfortunately. Plus Twitch is kind of my main focus right now because it's just so fun. Twitch is so good doing Twitch. But I will still be uploading videos, and that will include Uncharted 4, Flashback Friday. That might be the last ever Flashback Friday. I haven't decided yet. Because of the whole work thing, it's just a pain in the ass to keep a series going. FIFA, Super Meat Boy, there's still some more Tropico 5 to come, and I'm basically making highlight videos on all sorts of games that I play. Basically every game that I play, there's going to be some sort of highlight video. So hopefully you're enjoying this style of video. I know Andy said in last week's comments that he likes these kind of shorter videos, so hopefully the rest of you do as well. Okay, so now on to my poll vote, and I apologise right now, I messed up last week. So normally I'll upload this video on a Wednesday and then automatically make a poll on Twitter. Well, last week, as some of you may know or may not know or may not have realised, I actually uploaded it on Thursday because I had a lot of issues on Wednesday in terms of my internet. So I couldn't upload it and it uploaded Thursday, and I just completely forgot, because of the whole delay and everything, to make a Twitter poll. So Andy did answer in the comments of the last video and said he gave an answer to the poll. So I could have just used that, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep that answer and we're going to do a Twitter poll again. So what I'm going to do is when this video uploads, I will make a Twitter poll and we will work out what game do you enjoy watching from me the most. And your answers are either FIFA, Gears of War, Uncharted or other. So yeah, please check out my Twitter poll and go and vote on there or vote in the comments below. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. As I said, I am streaming. If you're watching this video, I am streaming right now as long as you're watching it on the Wednesday. So please come and check me out, show your support, because it's going to be hard work doing 12 hours. I know people have done much more than 12, but I haven't done 12 before. So it's going to be hard work, but hopefully you guys come and check me out and it'll be a fun time. And yeah, E3's next week. Get ready for that and get ready for an E3 special review from me. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.